And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where legends are made and titles are won. Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. A quick pass to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. offense set for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a Classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game. For Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is littered with game changers on both sidelines. Both Auburn and Alabama have the guys that can break this game wide open. So we're going to see a great one here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. To the air. It's Milroe. Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think
He's off to the races. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Gonna run it. It's Alston. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Auburn lines up quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick strike complete. The expressway is wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. That Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quick handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Boomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for space. It's Hunter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
White wants to throw it. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try the run. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Using his legs to buy some time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using his legs, it's Hunter. Smashes through. Touchdown, Tigers. He would not be denied.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
White going to attack through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On the run, it's Haynes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback checking the play. Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Dances away. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops for them and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go to. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. White wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Line is set on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That is just demoralizing here on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
They'll ride the hot hand. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
2nd and 10 here. White going to attack through the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown time! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
White wants to throw it. The quick out. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They're going to run it to the right. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
How about that play about the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground. And
a shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Defense might bring the house here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
These 3rd downs, man, they're critical down and distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, 1, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but 2, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. White going to attack through the air. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Miller with the ball. Just ran over it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Third and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's going to pass. Looking for a deep man. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is it sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.